Well, he could have been there. The doors were locked with a guard outside.
But I spoke with him. He had...
In the early 1960s, the casting process for the TV series My Favorite Martian brought together a talented group of actors who would bring the show's unique blend of comedy and science fiction to life. The lead role of Morton, the Martian, went to Ray Walston. Walston was a seasoned stage and screen actor, and his comedic timing and ability to portray the quirky and lovable alien made him a perfect fit for the part. The show's creators were impressed by his audition and felt that he had the right balance of humor and otherworldliness to make the character memorable. Bill Bixby, who played the role of Tim O'Hara, the human who befriends Martin, was also chosen through a thorough casting process. Bixby was a relatively unknown actor at the time, but his charm and ability to play off of Walston's character won him the part. The chemistry between Walston and Bixby was evident from the start, and it would become one of the show's strongest assets. The rest of the cast was filled out with talented character actors, including Pamela Britton as Tim's love interest, Mistress Brown, and J. Pat O'Malley as Detective Brennan. The casting directors looked for actors who could bring depth and humor to their roles, and who would complement the chemistry between Walston and Bixby. During the casting process, the producers and directors also looked for actors who could handle the physical demands of the show. My Favorite Martian featured a lot of physical comedy and special effects, and the cast had to be able to keep up with the fast-paced filming schedule. In the end, the casting of My Favorite Martian was a testament to the power of collaboration and chemistry. The show's success was due in large part to the talented cast of actors who brought the characters to life, and who created a world that audiences would come to love.
Dig in.
The director of the 1963 TV series My Favorite Martian, Ralph Levy, brought a unique vision to the show. He was influenced by the science fiction genre and aimed to create a lighthearted and humorous portrayal of a Martian living on Earth. Levy's style was characterized by his use of visual gags, physical comedy, and clever dialogue. To bring the story to life, Levy worked closely with the cast and crew. He collaborated with the writers to develop the scripts and ensured that the set and prop designs were visually appealing and fitting for the show's comedic tone. Levy also worked closely with the actors, guiding them on their performances and helping them to develop their characters. One of Levy's key creative influences was the classic comedies of the 1930s and 1940s. He drew inspiration from the fast-paced, witty dialogue and the physical comedy of actors such as Charlie Chaplin and the Marx Brothers. Levy aimed to bring this same energy and humor to My Favorite Martian. Levy's approach to directing was hands-on, and he was deeply involved in all aspects of the production. He paid close attention to detail, from the set design to the costumes, to ensure that the show had a consistent and cohesive look and feel. Levy's dedication to his craft and his commitment to delivering a high-quality product were evident in every episode of My Favorite Martian. In summary, Ralph Levy's directorial vision for My Favorite Martian was marked by his use of visual gags, physical comedy, and clever dialogue. He was deeply influenced by classic comedies and brought a hands-on approach to directing. Levy's collaboration with the cast and crew was essential to the success of the show, and his dedication to delivering a high-quality product was evident in every episode.
But
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
there's something else you did.
My Favorite Martian was a popular 1963 TV series about a Martian who crash lands on Earth and lives with a human. This show has many interesting facts associated with it, both funny, shocking, and even sad. One memorable scene is when the Martian, played by Ray Walston, first reveals his true identity to the human character, played by Bill Bixby. The shock and confusion on Bixby's face are priceless. This series has also had a personal impact on my life. As a child, it sparked my interest in science fiction and other worlds, leading me to pursue a degree in physics. Do you have a favorite memory or personal experience related to My Favorite Martian? We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. And stay tuned, because there are many more fascinating facts and stories about this classic TV show coming up.
Now can we go home?
I don't know. You know,
The 1963 TV series My Favorite Martian was a popular comedy show that featured a unique blend of science fiction and humor. The production of the show required careful planning and execution, particularly in the areas of set design, locations, and logistical challenges. Set design played a crucial role in creating the otherworldly atmosphere of the show. The team built a variety of sets, including the interior of the Martian spaceship and the suburban home where he lived with the human character, Tim. The spaceship set was designed to look both futuristic and otherworldly, with curved walls, strange instruments, and unusual textures. The suburban home, on the other hand, was designed to look like a typical American home of the time, creating a contrast between the mundane and the extraordinary. Locations for filming were carefully chosen to support the storyline. Many scenes were shot on sound stages, but the team also ventured out to locations such as beaches, parks, and city streets. These locations helped to create a sense of realism and gave the show a more cinematic feel. Filming a TV series is always a complex undertaking, and My Favorite Martian was no exception. The team faced a number of logistical challenges, including scheduling, budgeting, and coordinating the work of a large cast and crew. One of the most significant challenges was creating the Martian's disguise, which involved a complex system of makeup and prosthetics. The team had to work quickly and efficiently to apply the makeup and ensure that it looked consistent from scene to scene. Despite these challenges, the production team employed a number of innovative techniques and technologies to enhance the show. For example, they used a technique called rear projection to create the illusion of movement in the background of certain scenes. This involved projecting a moving image onto a screen behind the actors, creating the illusion that they were moving through space. Overall, the production of My Favorite Martian was a complex and challenging undertaking, but the team's hard work and creativity paid off in the form of a beloved and enduring TV series.
Ra is the symbol for the Egyptian sun god. Menhoptic chiseled it on everything he produced.
What do you want me to do, sir?
My Favorite Martian is a 1963 television series that can be described as an outer space version of The Odd Couple. The show is lighthearted and entertaining, although it may not have achieved the same level of success as other magic-themed shows of the time, such as Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. The special effects, while somewhat dated, add to the charm of the show. Ray Walston plays the Martian who rooms with human reporter Tim O'Hara, portrayed by Bill Bixby. The chemistry between the two actors is one of the highlights of the series. My Favorite Martian could have easily lasted for another season or two, as it has a timeless appeal that continues to attract viewers today. Ray Walston's portrayal of the Martian is reminiscent of his role as the devil in the Broadway show Damn Yankees. Both characters share similarities, such as making commentaries about the human race and possessing extraterrestrial-like powers. It is interesting to note that Walston's portrayal of the devil in Damn Yankees is very similar to his portrayal of the Martian in My Favorite Martian. This similarity is not commonly mentioned in discussions about the show, but it adds an additional layer of depth to Walston's performance. In conclusion, My Favorite Martian is a fun and entertaining show that combines elements of science fiction and comedy. Ray Walston's portrayal of the Martian is a standout performance that is similar to his role as the devil in Damn Yankees. This show's timeless appeal makes it a worthwhile watch for viewers of all ages.
Confidential materials, that you have written an anonymous letter triggering an hysterical article questioning our current project.
The creation of a film score and soundtrack is a crucial aspect of storytelling, and the 1963 TV series My Favorite Martian is no exception. The music for this series was composed by George Greeley, who successfully complemented the show's narrative and emotional tone. Greeley's score for My Favorite Martian was playful and upbeat, capturing the lighthearted and humorous nature of the series. The music often featured whimsical instrumentation, such as xylophones and glockenspiels, to emphasize the otherworldly and comedic elements of the show. In addition to the score, the soundtrack also featured popular songs of the time, which helped to establish the setting and cultural context of the series. These songs were carefully selected to complement the narrative and emotional tone of each episode. The composers and musicians involved in creating the music for My Favorite Martian faced the challenge of conveying the show's unique blend of science fiction and comedy through music. They achieved this by using a variety of musical styles and techniques, from classical composition to jazz improvisation. George Greeley, the show's primary composer, drew upon his extensive background in music to create a score that was both memorable and effective. Greeley's ability to adapt to the changing needs of the series, from comedic to dramatic moments, was a key factor in the success of the music. In addition to Greeley, the show also featured contributions from a number of other musicians and composers, including Marlon Skiles, Jack Marshall, and Irving Gertz. These musicians brought their own unique perspectives and skills to the project, helping to create a rich and varied soundtrack that enhanced the viewer's experience. Overall, the music of My Favorite Martian played a vital role in establishing the show's tone and atmosphere. Through a combination of score and soundtrack, the composers and musicians involved were able to create a musical landscape that complemented the narrative and emotional tone of the series, resulting in a memorable and entertaining viewing experience.
I wish you could have seen Carter's face when you took off.
I was too busy adjusting.
The show that became My Favorite Martian was initially intended to have a fourth season, but those scripts were ultimately repurposed for the series. This sitcom, which aired in the 1960s, holds the distinction of being the first science fiction comedy of its kind, paving the way for shows like Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. However, the central character in My Favorite Martian was a man who relied on science and technology rather than magic. The iconic theme music for My Favorite Martian was performed on an Electro Their Men by Paul Tanner, a former member of Glenn Miller's band. Tanner's work on the show inspired Brian Wilson to hire him for the Beach Boys' groundbreaking hit, Good Vibrations. In summary, My Favorite Martian was a trailblazing show that combined science fiction and comedy in a unique way, featuring a central character who used science and technology to navigate his way through various predicaments. The show's theme music was also notable for its use of the Electro Their Men and its influence on Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys.
I have a title for it. Trimble's Tremendous Tribute to Tomorrow.
Mr. Trimble.
Shush, my dear. I want to hear what...
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1963 TV series My Favorite Martian is from the pilot episode, where Martin, the Martian, first reveals his true identity to Tim. The scene is set in Tim's garage, and the direction, performance, and cinematography all work together to create a memorable moment. The scene starts with Tim working on his car, and Martin standing nearby, looking at the human tools and technology with curiosity. Tim notices Martin's strange behavior and asks him what he's doing. Martin hesitates before finally admitting that he's a Martian. The camera then cuts to a close-up of Tim's face, and his expression of shock and disbelief is priceless. The director, Joseph Pevney, uses a combination of close-ups and wide shots to capture the character's reactions in the garage setting. The use of lighting and shadows adds to the scene's mystery and suspense, making it more impactful. Ray Walston, who plays Martin, delivers a fantastic performance in this scene. His mannerisms, speech, and facial expressions all convey the character's otherworldliness and curiosity. Bill Bixby, who plays Tim, also does an excellent job of reacting to Martin's revelation. His performance is authentic and relatable, making the scene more engaging for the audience. This iconic scene has had a significant impact on the audience. It sets the tone for the rest of the series and establishes the central relationship between Tim and Martin. The scene's humor, suspense, and sense of wonder all contribute to its enduring appeal, making it a standout moment in the world of classic television. According to Ray Walston, that scene was the beginning of a wonderful journey. It was the moment when the audience realized that this show was something different and special. Bill Bixby also commented on the scene, saying, "It was a pivotal moment in the series, and Ray's performance was incredible. He brought so much depth and humor to the character of Martin." Overall, the iconic scene in the pilot episode of My Favorite Martian is a testament to the power of great direction, performance, and cinematography. It has left a lasting impact on audiences and remains a beloved moment in the annals of television history.
Hello, Hawk.
Ray Walston, known for his role as Uncle Martin in My Favorite Martian, had mixed feelings about the part. He accepted it for the money, but later regretted it as he felt it hindered his ability to get substantial roles for many years. However, he did enjoy working with Bill Bixby, and they became close friends. An interesting fact about Walston's appearance in My Favorite Martian is that his visible comb-over was actually a toupee. It's a small detail, but one that adds a layer of intrigue to his portrayal of the character. After My Favorite Martian, Walston went on to play the history teacher Mr. Hand in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He took the role after Fred Gwynne turned it down, and it gained a massive following. Walston was grateful for the recognition, as younger audiences only knew him as Uncle Martin from My Favorite Martian before that. He wanted to be recognized for his other work, and playing Mr. Hand allowed him to do just that. My Favorite Martian, a 1963 TV series, had a significant cultural and social impact. The show about a friendly alien living on Earth captured audiences' imaginations and became a popular part of American television. The series resonated with viewers due to its unique premise and relatable characters. The idea of an extraterrestrial living among humans was both entertaining and thought-provoking. It sparked curiosity about the unknown and encouraged audiences to consider the possibility of life beyond our planet. My Favorite Martian also influenced pop culture in various ways. It popularized the concept of a friendly, helpful alien, paving the way for similar characters in later TV shows and movies. The series' distinctive special effects and costumes, such as the Martian's helmet antennae, became iconic and inspired other science fiction productions. Furthermore, the show contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. It subtly addressed issues like tolerance, understanding, and acceptance of those who are different. By presenting a well-meaning alien trying to fit in, the series prompted viewers to consider how they treated those who seemed alien or unfamiliar to them. In essence, My Favorite Martian entertained audiences, inspired the science fiction genre, and encouraged important social discussions. Its impact on popular culture and society remains evident today, making it a noteworthy contribution to TV history.
Do we have a cousin named Margie? You want to take a ride?
Where to?
Honolulu.
The character Uncle Martin from the TV series My Favorite Martian holds a notable position, ranked #3 in TV Guide's list of the 25 greatest sci-fi legends. However, despite his many attempts, Uncle Martin, played by Ray Walston, never returned to Mars. The show ended without a resolution to this dilemma. Walston's acting career extended beyond sci-fi, with memorable roles in the 1958 movie musical Damn Yankees as the Devil, and on Star Trek as the Starfleet Academy groundskeeper Boothie. My Favorite Martian co-star, Bill Bixby, is also known for his role as the human side of TV's The Incredible Hulk. Despite the show's unresolved ending, both Uncle Martin and My Favorite Martian have left a lasting impact on science fiction television.
Your newspaper with a very heavy lawsuit.
I don't know that you can do that. It's news.
My Favorite Martian, a 1963 TV series, received positive reviews from critics and audiences alike. The show was praised for its unique blend of science fiction and comedy. The New York Times described it as a delightful and refreshing comedy with a touch of science fiction. The show's lead actors, Ray Walston and Bill Bixby, were also highly praised for their performances. The show was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards in 1964, including Outstanding Comedy Series, an outstanding performance by an actor in a supporting role in a comedy for Ray Walston's portrayal of the Martian, named Uncle Martin. Although the show didn't win in either category, the nominations themselves were a testament to the quality of the series. The show's popularity also led to a feature film adaptation in 1999, starring Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Martin and Jeff Daniels as Tim O'Hara. The film received mixed reviews, but it was a financial success, grossing over $100 million worldwide. The accolades and nominations that My Favorite Martian received are significant for those involved in the show, as they serve as a recognition of their hard work and talent. These awards and nominations also helped to establish the show as a classic of 1960s television and solidified its place in the annals of TV history. The show's enduring popularity and cultural impact are a testament to its quality and appeal, and it continues to be enjoyed by audiences today.
Yes?
Allan Melvin, an actor who appeared in My Favorite Martian, experienced a personal tragedy when his daughter MYA passed away in 1970. The spaceship prop used in the series was sold at auction in December 2018 for $100,000 to magician David Copperfield. In the show, Uncle Martin, played by Ray Walston, is 450 years old, making him a truly timeless character.
Talk to my uncle like that?
I wish you gentlemen wouldn't fight over me.
The production of My Favorite Martian in 1963 was filled with interesting anecdotes that offered a unique glimpse into the experiences of the cast and crew. Ray Walston, who played the Martian named Uncle Martin, was initially unsure about accepting the role. He had just finished working on the film Damn Yankees and was hesitant to get stuck playing another unconventional character. However, he eventually agreed, and the show became a hit. Bill Bixby, who played the human character Tim O'Hara, was known for his professionalism on set. He would often arrive early to rehearse his lines and was always prepared. Despite this, he and Ray Walston didn't always see eye to eye. Bixby was a method actor and would often remain in character even when the cameras weren't rolling. This frustrated Walston, who preferred to socialize between takes. The show's creator, John L. Green, drew inspiration for the character of Uncle Martin from a real-life encounter he had with an alien. While driving through the desert, Green saw a strange figure standing by the side of the road. The figure had large eyes and pointed ears, just like Uncle Martin. Green stopped the car and offered the stranger a ride, but the stranger declined and disappeared into thin air. My Favorite Martian was known for its clever special effects, which were created by a team led by Gene Warren. One of the most memorable effects was Uncle Martin's ability to become invisible. To create this effect, the team used a technique called matte photography. They would film Walston on a set with a black background, then film the scene again without him. The two films would then be combined in post-production to make it appear as if Walston had disappeared. Despite the show's success, it was not without its challenges. The tight filming schedule often left the cast and crew feeling exhausted. Additionally, the show's special effects required a lot of time and effort to create. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew remained dedicated to creating a high-quality show that audiences would enjoy. In conclusion, the production of My Favorite Martian was filled with interesting stories and challenges. From Ray Walston's initial hesitation to accept the role to the clever special effects, the show offered a unique behind-the-scenes experience for all involved.
I'd like to do something for him. For starters, I'd like to throw him in jail.
The filming of My Favorite Martian involves some creative techniques, such as using a prop man to raise a piece of wood with antennas attached to portray Martin's antenna raising. Walston wore a wig with antennas for scenes where Martin was seen from the back with extended antennas. Michael Constantine, who played Martin's co-star.
If that sign isn't on the statue somewhere, it's not the real thing.
The Mr. Canfield's job is in danger.
My Favorite Martian, a 1963 TV series, holds a significant place in film history as an early example of science fiction comedy. It tells the story of a Martian who crash lands on Earth and poses as a human while his spacecraft is repaired. The show's influence can be seen in later television shows and movies that feature similar fish out of water narratives, such as the hit 1990s series Third Rock from the Sun and the 22 film Mars Attacks. My Favorite Martian also had a direct impact on filmmaking through a 1999 feature film adaptation of the same name, which starred Christopher Lloyd as the Martian and Jeff Daniels as the human with whom he lives. Additionally, the show's success helped to establish the genre of science fiction comedy on television and paved the way for shows like Red Dwarf and The Orville. Overall, My Favorite Martian's lasting legacy is its contribution to the development of science fiction comedy as a genre and its inspiration for future filmmakers and television producers.
A sick Martian on your hands. Let's go, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
In the 1963 TV series My Favorite Martian, a shocking event occurred when the show's lead actor, Bill Bixby, learned that his character would not be the focus of the series. The original pilot episode featured Bixby's character, Tim O'Hara, as the main character, but the network decided to shift the focus to the Martian character, played by Ray Walston. This change came as a surprise and disappointment to Bixby, who had initially been excited to play the lead role. Despite this, Bixby remained professional and continued to play the role of Tim O'Hara for the entire run of the series.
And restore her faith in the male of your species.
I happen to be one of those guys who can't get excited about belligerent women.
If the 1963 TV series My Favorite Martian holds a special place in your heart, we'd love to hear your stories. Share your favorite memories and experiences related to this classic show. How did it affect you personally or shape your view of cinema? Your engagement is vital to us. Please like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. Let's create a community where we can reminisce and appreciate the shows that have left a lasting impact. We're eager to learn how this series influenced your life. Your insights and stories matter to us. Let's keep the conversation going yet and celebrate the magic of My Favorite Martian together.
Panic button. I have a feeling there's a story